Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. And we begin Confessions Thursday today, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome. My name's Joyce. It's 34 minutes past 12 and the sun rises here. Welcome to the sunny side. Remember, when you call in, you don't say your name. We're looking forward to the hours as they go down upon us, and I guess in some sense, we go down with it from now till about 3 p.m. But first, I think you have to have this information just before we begin, just so that you know time's of the essence. Before the sun sets, I have money to give away.
Yes, Lagos. Okay, it's the One Play Independence Jackpot, and you too can be a part of it. We're talking 5 million naira up for grabs. Would you win or would you sit back? I don't know which one you want to do, but if I were you, I would have started playing. I would have played a long time ago. Well, the good news is that if you buy any ticket from the 16th of September to the 1st of October, automatically you've qualified for the Independence Day jackpot. Okay, so all you have to do is go to www.oneplay.ng. That's number 1 play.ng. Okay, play with as little as 500 naira, and in a few seconds your ticket will be in. If you don't have a smartphone, there's nothing to worry about. All you have to do is dial the code *347 *880 *3#. Pick your station Nigeria Info and follow the instructions so that you can win. Remember, and you're hearing the sound of my voice now, so if I were you, I'll start playing, because when we do the draws, you can be the next lucky person. Okay, you can either win 20,000 today or win 50,000 tomorrow, as tomorrow is Jackpot Friday. Okay, but you can play against the Independence Day jackpot, which is happening on the 1st of October here on Nigeria Info, and there is 5 million naira up for grabs. Remember, the more you play, the greater your chances of winning. Okay, so whether you play on the website, which is www.oneplay.ng, or you dial the code *347 *880 *3#, your chances of winning are still the same. If you play, do not forget to stay close to your phone, okay, so you don't miss the winning call. We want to celebrate with you. Remember, play responsibly. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You can never tell where the money is coming from. I wish you good luck. Start playing, okay?
99.3 Nigeria Info, Confessions Thursday, and the numbers to call 0201 2770 993, 0201 465 7190, and 08095 975805. It's Confessions Thursday. When you call in, you do not say your name. All right, great. And I'm of the opinion that you would hear something that could draw out of you a reaction. I do ask that you withhold judgment, because I guess life's really that stage where some people are good actors, some are just bad actors. And really, when I say actors, I do not mean conceited behavior. I pretty much mean that we are here to live and to bring about the good. We're probably here to live, and some of you are here to bring about the dark. Some of you don't know what you're here for, and so what life does to you, it offers you opportunities where you either make the best decision or you make the worst. Sometimes you don't even realize you're supposed to make a decision, and you're just living in that situation practically with a blindfold, trying to make your way through, or as though with a blindfold, trying to make your way through the maze of life. And so sometimes it can be fair, sometimes it's to your advantage, many times it's like it's to your disadvantage. And here you are trying to make sense of chaos and find yourself in some mentally, psychologically, emotionally orderly world. And I guess it's for that reason that we make Confessions Thursday that place where everyone comes together and we're talking about life in some way, but then again, specifically, it's life through the lens, your lens. All right, welcome to the show. You can use WhatsApp to send in your confessions, and I will not fail. Well, I hope I don't. Remember just not to include your name, okay? Just in case my mind is here, there, and everywhere. But that's a ground rule, okay? This applies to everyone. We begin Confessions Thursday today. Anonymous from Abuja. Okay, I've been engaged to the lady whom we have all decided to take it. Huh? Okay, we've decided to take it a notch higher to marriage. She's absolutely from a well-to-do family, but I'm from a humble family. I get that. My girl is just absolutely fine with that, and she has agreed for us to spend the rest of our lives together as spouses. Joyce, there is a problem. My uncles, brothers, and I went for introduction, and her mother, brother, sisters, under the instruction of their eldest sister who resides in Germany, ordered that I be walked out of the compound. And so we're given 5 minutes to leave the compound. I begged that I should be allowed to speak with the one who is in Germany, who is the breadwinner of the family, and I was given the call from her, and she simply told me I can't marry her sister because I'm not so well-to-do, and I'm from a well-known family in and I'm from a well-known family in Nigeria. One, you're not well-to-do. Two, you're from a well-known family in Nigeria. Okay, straight. That my girlfriend will rather get married to a well-to-do guy from a well-to-do family. I know that I'm not doing bad financially. My girl suggests I get her pregnant, and when they see her pregnant, they'll look for me to come and do the needful. Somehow the secret got to her eldest sister, and she called her and threatened her never to think of trying to take in, that if she tries it, she'll be forced to abort it. Okay, I love her and she loves me, but she's ready to take her mom's money for us to work out visas and relocate to an unknown location out the country. But I particularly would have wished to do the right thing by marrying her legally according to the tradition, and not just take her away just like that. Please, Joyce, help out. I'm just confused. I love this lady. Okay, Anonymous. Okay, let's begin. Confessions Thursday. Now, this is particularly complex. One, because the families are involved, and I would say in a very sad way, her family appears to have the position of the upper hand, even when it comes to decisions that she needs to make. And so this is where I think, and I like the fact that you say you would rather do the right thing than run away. So the right thing in this regard can be subjective. I think culturally, the right thing, would be to go to her family. They accept you. You pay a price if that's a requirement. They give you their blessings, and you live with your wife happily ever after. In this regard, I don't know that you should sacrifice your love for the opinions of other people. So that's why I think it's really, really subjective. Like, what's the right thing to do? If you say you love her, do you give that up? So I don't even know what you mean when you say you love her, because indeed, if you were in love with someone, giving them up is, in your most rational mind, practically impossible. Because if you're in love with someone, it's not easy for you to even be without them. So even the thought of it doesn't quite exist in your imagination, because, hey, what are you going to do with your life? This is someone that you love. Okay. So, would you sacrifice your love and say, well, away with the love, I want to do the right thing culturally, pay your parents or have their blessings, and we can live happily ever after? Is that the right thing? And who says that's the right thing? Culture. And yes, they are right in some sense. I think what your girl would need to do is play a role that suggests she's independent. So this whole well-to-do family thing, is she independent, or is she also dependent on her family? The interesting thing about this is, if she is independent and you're willing to support that independence because you love her, and worse and better because you're not a psychopath, then she has good grounds to oppose her family if she feels the same way about you. Is she independent? If she is only independent to the degree to which, well, she still needs her family, it's really going to be hard. But if she's independent, now you say the sister in Germany is the breadwinner. Now that's hard. That's proper hard. Because if the sister in Germany is the breadwinner, according to your story, you're almost implying that every major decision is coming from her because she's paying everyone to stay alive in some sense. Okay. Let me know. Can you quickly speak to your woman's independence? Because that also helps your position. It helps your argument. If your woman is independent, and this is independent of the family, is she independent? Can you support her independence so that even when she's married to you, she is independent? You know, you're not those kinds of men who marry women, and the moment the woman is married to them, you start looking for ways to break her down, disarm her, make her poor. You don't want her to have too much money because you're afraid of her money or what she will do with her money. So you start breaking, because if that's the kind of guy you are, she's better off with her family. But if otherwise is the case, if she's independent, then she can make a decision because she's not dependent on her family. So I think that balance in my mind is what needs to be properly articulated. If she's independent, then she can, because I feel if she's independent, she can make her own decisions, she can pay her own bills. Then she can say, this is who I love and this is who I want to go with. If she can say that for whatever reason, then you don't quite have the best bargain. You don't quite have the best bargain. But I'm hoping we can speak to her independence. You say you're equally doing good. I mean, maybe not as well as her family. And I don't think there's necessity for the comparison, but we can also see how the comparison also features in the story. So maybe we're going to use that piece of information to properly understand the scenario in which you have found yourself. You're not doing badly. Is she doing badly? Is she on her own? If she's on her own, then both of you can truly have something. Otherwise, I would say maybe she's not the one for you, and you'd have to go forward in life to find the one for you. All right. Thank you so much for your message. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, Joyce, good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your confession?
No confession. I want to contribute to the
1 minute.
topic you just
Go ahead.
said. Yeah, okay. You see, when it comes to marriage is not friendship. And my name is Tony. I'm calling from Ikeja. Marriage is not friendship. You don't marry where you are not loved. So I will advise the young man, in as much as the family entirely did not accept him. Not that few of them accepted and some didn't. He should forge ahead and go where he's loved. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I like the fact that you were to the point. All right. So he says she is independent. Okay. Thank you very much for that. If she's independent and she's in love, the only reason she would be able to contend with her family for you is, and in my opinion, the most superior reason would be that she's in love with you. In the absence of that, don't even bother. Don't even attempt to go into this fight. Don't, because 5 years down the line, she's going down, you're going down. If she's not in love with you, just leave it. All right, but she's independent, so I think both of you have a good chance. This caller is saying, don't marry where you're not loved. Well, that's subjective to me. So again, it applies to my earlier question. What's right? Right in this context is very subjective. This culture and what culture has to say, and then there is you and what you know to be superior to culture. So your love has to be superior to culture. In the absence of that understanding, please don't bother. Just go with your culture. If your culture says no, or the people in her family say no, no it is. Welcome, how are you? Confessions Thursday, Niger Info.
Hello, good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
No, I don't have confession.
1 minute.
I just want to contribute to what my opinion on the issue is that the young man, as he has explained, the best option is when marriage is conducted legally, when the father said, this is your wife, and that is where marriage ends. Any other thing is just an addition. So if the father and the mother or the family is insisted, that means that marriage is not, doesn't stand. So my advice for the young man is to forge ahead.
Thank you very much for calling. If she is independent, financially independent, I'm guessing you mean exactly if she's of course, financially independent, but also psychologically independent. Otherwise, her sister is going to be thinking for her from Germany. It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
No, I'm more than lucky.
You have 1 minute.
I want to advise. Small advice to that guy. That message you read. You see, the truth about life is that it's not about today, it's about the future. Like what that man said. If you get married to someone that maybe because the parents say, no, I took that child or that lady and both of you run away to somewhere to relocate. If something happens in future, that family, they are so empowered with resources. They can even press charges against your family that you will regret what you put yourself in. So we should always think about the future whenever we are taking decision. If the family said no, you should try to persuade them and try to, if you have resources, let it go meet that one. So that, because maybe the experience the other one in Germany have passed through in her life over young guys. That was why she's behaving like that too. So we see this one as a go do that. Thank you very much.
Nigeria Info, welcome to the show. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession? Nigeria Info, welcome to the show. Remember, you don't say your name. Turn up the volume of your radio set.
For me, my own opinion is this. I have a younger sister. And I think by the time she'll be getting married, I may have 40% influence on her decision making. And that's because I love her so much. I don't want her to make the wrong choice. And in my own thinking, I want to help her. So I may not blame the family of the girl who says it's not good for them. I think maybe you should go to somewhere else where it's welcome. Thank you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. If you have just tuned in, remember when you're calling, you don't say your name.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
No.
1 minute.
I don't know why people are overly negative. What is it that if something goes wrong? Why would you say something goes wrong? For that young man, fight for your love. Please. Don't listen to anybody. Fight for your love. You are not marrying the sister. You are not marrying the man of the family. You choose somebody you love, and she loves you, and thankfully she's independent of her thing. So please, don't listen to anybody. Fight for your love. They will all come good. Please. Thank you.
99.3 Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday. You're on the sunny side. My name's Joyce. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
Just a short one. If the lady is old enough to get married, and if she can't stand and say, this is the person I want to marry, say that to the father and the mother, and is unable to convince the father and the mother, and can't take an independent decision to say, okay, if you can't take it, I will still be living lover with this guy until you people make up your mind. But if she can't say that, she is not independently minded to go into a marriage. Because in marriage, there are some decisions, hard decisions you have to take that people might not like, but you really have to take them and stand by them. So if you can't face them and say, if you are this age, you are dependent on somebody who is far away in Germany,
15 seconds.
Don't get into that because you are still very scared of your future. You understand what I mean?
Thank you very much for calling then.
Thank you very much.
The one with a confession has added a little bit more message. He says, there is the son of a former deputy governor in Nigeria that the family is pushing forward to marry her. I have tried to see how much she loves me and asked her to go with her family's decision to get married to the son of the former deputy governor, and she asked me not to make her kill herself. Okay. I think there are clues you're picking up as to how much she wants you and what she's willing to let go for you. If you think so, I want to quickly separate my opinion from that of the public. I'm of the opinion that if you love someone, there is no cause in life that you should permit trump that. accept that someone's wife, that as long as you can fully comprehend the fact that you're in this life and you have one end, and your end is to be in love and end your life with one person, as long as you can truly get your mind there, you can get your soul there, as long as you find yourself there, and then there is the obstacle of family, culture, all of that can burn in hell. That's my opinion. You fight for your love, you stick with the one you love, and you emerge regardless of what happens. However, most callers are saying, well, there's a caller that said you should fight for your love. Otherwise, other callers are saying you're not marrying her, you're marrying your family. I don't see how you're marrying her family. And then again, they remind you of what you should be afraid of in the world that you haven't lived in. So good luck with making a choice. But my choice, or my opinion is, if you love her and she loves you, you have something you cannot afford to lose. Now, good luck choosing between here and there. We're off on a break. We'll be right back. It's Confessions Thursday. My name is Joyce Onyemuwa. We'll be right back.
.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
Get ready to celebrate excellence across borders at the Marketing Edge National Summit and Awards 2024. We are engaging with stakeholders in the industry and honoring those who have achieved outstanding feats in the integrated marketing communications sector. Virtual Summit is Friday, 27th September 2024. Time is 9 a.m. and the Edge Award is Saturday, 28th September 2024. Venue, Bamoro Convention Center, Sheraton Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. Time is 6 p.m. The Marketing Edge Summit and Awards 2024. Celebrating excellence beyond borders. Marketing Edge. Promoting the brand idea.
It's been me, my back, yo, my body, yo, my shoulder, oh, with Salon Pass. When the back it on the pain you, with Salon Pass. When the body on the trouble you, Salon Pass Pain Relief Patch provides effective relief for stubborn pains such as back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, and leg pain. Salon Pass is distributed by Drugstock and available in pharmacies and stores near you. Try Salon Pass today. Salon Pass, just patch it. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor.
Attention, all secondary schools, get ready to speak up, stand out, and make your voice heard. I beg to differ. Secondary School Debate Tournament Season 8 is here. If you have the passion, the skills, and the will to win, this is your moment. Auditions for this year's season kicks off on Monday, September 16th and run until September 30th. Don't miss this chance to compete with the brightest minds in Lagos. How to enter? Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage. Choose only one out of 3 topics listed. Argue 2 minutes in favor of and 2 minutes against the topic you chose. Upload your 4-minute recording in MP3 format. Fill in your other details and submit. This is open to secondary school students between the ages of 13 and 16. Register now and prove that you have what it takes to be an I Beg to Differ champion. I Beg to Differ Debate Season 8, the Tournament of Champions.
Lagos, the best overseas education opportunity is here. So Ronald and Partners Consult presents International Education Fair 2024, and the date is Saturday, 21st September 2024. The venue is Askamaya Hotel, Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Ikota, Lagos, opposite Mega Chicken. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Guess what? It's free to attend. Just show up with your credentials and you're good to go. So whether you're aiming for undergraduate, postgraduate, or professional courses, this is your chance months to make your dream of studying abroad a reality. So don't miss out on this golden opportunity. Call on 080-2601-2341 or 081-6504-0887 or visit www.ronaldpartners.net.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
.3 Nigeria Info. You're still on to the sunny side with Joyce and oh my God.
You want to run the show?
No, I thought you said I should just read.
I can go home.
No, please don't.
I would.
Don't
really
leave
like
me here
to
with
not
Lagos
be here.
people.
Okay.
Don't leave me.
We're a minute away from the top of the hour where we have to bring to you the news update. It's 99.3 We're Nigeria Info. So I'm going to have Kemi read a message here, and then I don't think we have enough time for it, but she'll read it.
Okay. Please, Joyce, I'm a married man. Anytime I ask my wife for sex, she would be demanding for money, and my morale will be dampened. What do I do?
Give her money.
You say what?
Give her money. If she's asking you for money, it's because you don't give her money. You don't give her enough money. You don't take care of her as much. So if she's saying give me money, then it means you're not you're not doing a good job as a husband, respectfully, of course. But then for the woman, I mean, it is quite transactional to ask your husband at the peak of the for money. It just screams transaction. It screams prostitution, but in the home. So to you, the man, take better care of your wife, okay? She'll stop asking you for money. To you, the woman, be a better wife. You don't ask your husband for money when he's asking you to, perform your marital, to consummate the marriage.
It's 1 p.m. We're going to go off on a break, and I guess I'll have an opinion on the other side.
It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. You are listening to the news update this hour. The federal government is set to receive a fresh loan from the World Bank. The $1.7 billion loan is expected to be approved on the 26th of September. The funds will be received via three major development projects aimed at enhancing Nigeria's economic stability and resource mobilization capabilities. The first project is the Nigeria Primary Health Care Provision Strengthening Program, which will receive $500 million. The second project is the Nigeria Human Capital Opportunities for Prosperity and Equity Governance, while the Sustainable Power and Irrigation for Nigeria project will receive the highest funding of $700 million. The 15th General Assembly and Scientific Conference of African Academy of Sciences is billed to take place in Abuja. The conference will redefine Africa's approach to science by harnessing its potential to drive the continent's development and shape its future. The Secretary General of the Academy and the Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Friday Okonofor, says about 1,000 scientists from around the world will attend the conference. President Bola Tinubu will be expected to declare the event open. The Lagos State gross domestic product increased significantly in the last 5 years. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu says the increase is due to his administration's well-thought-out ideas and economic policies. Governor Sanwo-Olu said this during a courtesy visit by the Governing Council of the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria. He pledged his administration's commitment to continuing the improvement of the state's economy for businesses to thrive and for increased prosperity in a safe environment. The Nigerian military is set for a hitch-free gubernatorial election in Edo State this coming Saturday. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, gave the assurance when he arrived in Edo State in a bid to ensure a peaceful election. General Musa said he is in the state to assess the level of preparedness of troops to support the Nigerian police in maintaining law and order during the polls. Away from that, the Central Bank of Nigeria says it will continue to enforce payments of mandatory levies on all electronic transactions by banks and other financial institutions. This comes nearly 4 months after the decision suffered a major backlash when it was initially announced in May. The CBN says the levy has now been reduced to 0.005% from the initial 0.5%. The decisions were contained in the CBN's Monetary Credit, Foreign Trade and Exchange Policy Guidelines for the fiscal year 2024 to 2025. And finally, the Lagos State Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, Toke Benson Awayinka, says the John Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History is now open for creative use. Benson Awayinka said this during a tour of the center. According to her, Lagos is all about living, working and playing, and that is what the state hopes to showcase. That's the news update. You are listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Stay here, Lagos.
On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info. Honey. You guys think it's funny. You can't, like, I'm okay, all right. Welcome to Confessions Thursday. All right. It's Confessions Thursday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce. We're live streaming. We're on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. And I guess you can find us everywhere else. But as far as streaming goes, I'm certain of this one. So you can join live and, yeah, you can look into the studio. And I'm going to try to just scheme through this last message read by Kemi. It's of a man who's saying that the wife demands for money every time he demands for sex. I'm of the opinion that there is a presence of something or thereof. I think you have established you established your union on nothing valuable, nothing sophisticated, nothing superior, nothing that exalts both your human mind, spirit, nothing. And I'm really trying to comprehend how this is an issue. But then again, it's an issue because maybe Vaughn had an opinion and I wanted her to bring it back.
Yes, Joyce. The most likely reason, and I would say, I believe, the wife does that. The most possible reason is that the man is either a stingy husband or a less caring husband. Because if your wife feels that the only time you will ever show her some affection or care,
or the only time she can get something
she can get something out of you is when you are horny, then you have to evaluate your affection. You have to evaluate how you relate to her. Because a woman does that when she feels like that's the only time you can listen to her and get something out of her.
I think there are women who are also exploitative, and
I agree with that.
They want to bleed you off.
I agree with that.
And they feel, well, now there's also the possibility that he's cheating and she's in the marriage and she's just hanging in there.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, yeah, I want something.
Yeah, we
there are
don't
many
know,
scenarios.
Yeah, there are
here.
so many scenarios. We don't know what it is.
Exactly.
But I think that if your wife is a good woman, if she takes care of the home, she's a loving wife, she takes care of the kids, and she feels the only time she can get something out of you is when you are horny, and then she asks you for money before she can, let the cookie out of the jar, then you are not doing a good job of, husbanding.
Okay, so I thank you, for that, because I wanted to air. That wasn't my approach to the issue, and I wanted you to air that. Mine is that there is, for lack of a better reference, there's a lack of something here. It's just a lack of something. I don't even think your wife should ever ask you for money.
I agree.
So because that's my thinking, I'm like, if this is the situation, then something is off.
I totally
agree. Maybe five
Joyce.
things are even off at this point. I really think your wife shouldn't. Money. So I have a problem where money becomes contention. If money becomes contention, then there are two selfish people in the relationship, period. Because if this other person understands I'm here for you as much as you're here for me, the issue of money is out the, like, if you have 99 problems, money ain't one. So if you can't give her money when she if you can't give her money for sex, the other option is to leave the marriage. I think for you to leave the marriage, you also have to ask yourself what you want. What do you really want? Because it's really, leaving the marriage is really not even the answer. It's like, what do you want? Do you want a loving relationship where you are built on a solid foundation and everything that's important is important, and money is only a tiny feature, not a bug?
Also, just, consider if or not you're a generous man. If you're not a generous man, you're likely going to have the same problem.
What if the guy doesn't really have like that?
No, Joyce, it is one thing to not have. It is another thing to not have a generous spirit.
I agree.
A woman who is married to a generous man knows when her husband doesn't have.
I think you're putting yourself in that woman's shoe. That woman may just be nothing like you.
I agree, but
she may just be here for
I'm
the
just
harvest.
making a case for the woman because you know how, Joyce, how men would always say, let's hear from the man's perspective, the man's story.
Yeah.
When a woman comes out to voice out her own concerns, they will always say, let us hear from the other side.
Yeah.
Well, I am now advocating for the woman. Here, let us hear the woman's own side of the story before we jump to conclusions here. But my take on this is that there's something off in that marriage, and you've probably contributed to it.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yes.
Oh, that's for sure. Okay. So here's my opinion, and I think you kind of get my opinion. I think that there's an absence of something, and it may just be a lack of foundation on something solid for your marriage. There's something not there, or maybe it's a number of things not there. I would suggest that you reevaluate your union with your wife. I think you shouldn't have a situation where money is a problem. I say that to say, if your love for her, it seems as though now I'm speaking outside his universe, because certainly I don't know how much love there can be for it to be money for hand, back for grab.
Literally, Joyce, that's the situation. Wow.
Sounds like what
money for hand.
Yeah, it sounds like what them girls do in the streets.
Exactly.
What the boys do in the streets. Are you in the streets?
Is your marriage in streets?
I would like a little bit more insight, honestly. I mean, I think if we're going to be helping you comprehend the situation, we need a little bit more insight as to this marriage. How did it begin? What do you even want? Because this sounds like every other thing besides something beautiful. Thank you very much for your time, lady.
Thank you, Joyce.
It's Confessions Thursday.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
Confessions that wait. Maybe it's gonna clear away. There's a little glitch here. Hold on. I don't know at this point. Hold on a second. Lagos, wait. Hello? Okay, I can survive this one. There's an under. Can you help me get the engineers, please?
It might be this wire.
Really?
Just try to move.
I'm not an engineer, That sounds like space science to me. Thank you. It's Confessions Thursday. We're 99.3. This is Nigeria Info. Please pardon the buzz if you can hear it. We're going to get it out of the way in a moment. But we have to move on because of time, right? It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the show. Hello.
Hello, Joy. Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Good afternoon to everyone in the studio with you.
Good afternoon.
Well.
Thank you.
Okay. As Yvonne has said, in Yoruba language,
you have 1 minute, so hurry up, okay? 1 minute, go ahead.
If you judge from one side of the story, you are not a good. So to hear the story before we'll be able to make a concrete judgment.
So we have asked for a little bit more opinion.
Yeah,
we have our contribution to the picture. Thank you so much for calling, lady. Really, I appreciate it. It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Hey. Can you hear us? Okay, if you cannot hear me, you're going to have to call back then. It's Confessions Thursday. Hello, welcome to Nigeria Info.
Hello?
It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome. Do you have a confession? Turn up. It's Confessions Thursday on Nigeria Info. Welcome to the show.
Hi, good afternoon, Joyce.
Speak up for us. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Afternoon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Do you have a confession?
Yeah, I think my friend needs help.
Okay, let's hear.
Okay. I met her, I think, about 2 months ago. And then she ran to me. Her boyfriend was caught cheating. He begged her and she accepted him back. So got talking yesterday, and this is the person she wants to get married to. I said, eventually, if they get married and he cheats, as long as he doesn't deprive her of anything, it's okay. If he begs for forgiveness, she's going to forgive him. And I was like, are you joking? That you get married to a man and he cheats, but as long as it makes you comfortable, you don't have a problem with that? Who told you that narrative? And then I remembered one of your themes. When you're married, you don't cheat. So I don't know. I need you to help me say something so I can talk sense into her head.
Yeah, first of all, it's good that she has you for a friend, but then there's a fundamental problem that she has in her thinking. I guess for her, she doesn't see cheating as a problem. So you as a guy have a problem with it. She as a lady doesn't have a problem with it. Now
then I give her an analysis. If you're married and your husband is seeing another lady, the lady outside there sees you as a threat. There's a possibility she wants to take you out of the way. What do you think?
What did she say?
I'm saying, okay, I am married.
Are you asking me that?
Yes.
No. I thought you asked your friend that. No, I thought you asked your friend that.
I was asking her. I said, oh, that's another angle to it. I said, well, I guess you are beginning to wake up from your slumber.
Yeah, so I guess there's a lot of re-educating that may need to happen in her head. It's also necessary to find out what her background's like, what her father was like, what her mother was like, because usually this feels like a form of indoctrination where that which is bad can be tolerated. Now, to be honest with you, there are people who have absolutely no qualms with a cheating partner. There are some people, honest to God, that have no problem with it. So she may be one of those kinds of persons who have no problem with it. Well, I guess you have to bid her farewell, bon voyage, and say, well, let's hope that this is the best decision you can make for yourself. There is that possibility. Now, but then again, you also have to find out whether there's an esteem problem here, whether there is a lack of worth issue here. I mean, and she's your friend. You should know that. Like, if I had a friend who had that sort of thinking, the whole friendship already is the boat is sinking, man. Like, it's because it's like, okay, so it can't work. We can't. No, I can't have that sort of friendship because
I can't be in the same school of thought.
Yeah,
if you don't have a problem
because
marriage.
that's a weak link in your friendship circle. That's a weak link. That's a very weak link. Are we in the streets or are we not? And so, upon what foundation is this friendship built? You know, is it company or is it something deeper than company? So I guess you may have some work to do at this point. You have some work to do.
Of course, yeah.
Try.
That's the reason I'm bringing it to the table right now.
Yeah, and I'm glad you did it. So I don't know what you want her to understand. Now you have to make her understand what the possible outcomes are, and even worse for her, what it can do to her psychologically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, what it would make her do to her own potential
family.
family.
When he was caught cheating, she couldn't walk for 2 days. She was crying, and I said, "Okay, you are not even married yet. This is what is happening."
Wait, who caught cheating? Pardon me. Who did she catch?
She caught the guy cheating, so he begged, and she accepted him back.
And then she suffered that pain and then ended up with the conclusion of, if he begs again, I'll forgive him again. Yes,
that cheating is not a basis for divorce.
Well, I heard a woman yesterday say that, and she's not my friend, you know. So I think you should try redemption. I think you should say, well, here's what's wrong, and tell her that she needs a lot of mental strength to truly understand what this is. And if she can't arrive at, look, give yourself some respect so that someone else can respect you, right? And if you think you can't bring yourself to that point, well, good luck with you and this friendship.
Thank you very much, Joyce.
Thank you very much for calling. Welcome to the show. It's Confessions Thursday. Remember, when you're calling, you don't say your name. And I want to quickly read this one. We kind of captured it last week, and I think it's fair. This one's, good afternoon, Joyce. I need your advice. My girlfriend hardly apologizes or says sorry even when she's wrong, but she's always there for me, supportive, cooks very well, and understands me. When I don't have anything, she supports me. I love her. Ready to make her my wife, but she hardly says sorry or apologizes. I'm afraid in the future with this attitude of hers. So I guess we're going to keep this one anonymous, even though he gave me a name. I've seen this before. And I don't have in this moment enough words to tell you how much you should flee narcissists. I don't have enough rage to tell you how much you have to leave narcissists alone. So a very good reference point would be when you look at parents, our parents' generation. But I'm talking about my parents' generation. And there's this funny joke where we say African parents don't apologize, but they have a way. So now I think there's the slight manic disorder thing where the Nigerian parent can abuse you and maybe they realize what they've done, but they can't quite say sorry, so they try to love up on you a little bit, but then you can tell that your mom didn't mean evil, your dad didn't mean evil. That's what culture has done to them psychologically, and so they just carry it over. Now, I don't know your girlfriend, I don't know her backgrounds, but you see, I don't know what your relationship is built on, because you're talking about being broke. It's like everything else just stacks up before the real issue. You have a serious problem here. You're talking about she helps you, she cooks. Learn how to cook. So this is the thing. When some of the most basic things that you need to do for yourself is done for you by someone else, it impairs your judgment. It really just impairs your judgment. So imagine the message you're sending to me. She's supportive. She cooks, she cleans, she washes your toilet, right? That's your basis for a partner, right? Okay, hold on. You say, if I don't have anything, she supports me, blah, 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 blah. So basically, you're going to talk, this is a problem, but you're tolerating this other aspect of her because of what you're getting, really. Because if you could do this for yourself, then you can sit her down and say, if you offend me, and I tell you, the least you can do is an apology. And then you'll get an answer out of her. She's going to say, yes, I'm going to apologize, I'm going to change, or I'm not going to change. And you can make a decision on that. This thing where you benefit practically makes you incapacitated. It's like you are not there. So maybe you don't know any different. I'm going to say, learn to cook so that when someone is abusing you, you don't say because you're enjoying the food, that's why you're tolerating the abuse, Now, hers may not be so serious, but certainly there's an esteem problem here. There's a self-esteem issue here. I can't bring myself to apologize to you. And I've told you this story, however, vaguely before. I was with someone who also didn't know how to apologize. So I'm the sort of lover, if I'm in a relationship with you and it's an issue, I have absolutely no qualm saying I'm sorry, even if I'm not at fault. I think I do it just so that we don't fight, because I care about you too much to risk a fight. Now, because if I can't lose it, I don't risk it, right? So I'll apologize. It's like, and then I try to get you to see what went wrong and why you're the issue. But I've already apologized. I'm just trying to see where your head's at. And this gentleman, every time I apologize, he just swells with arrogance. He just bloats. It's like a dead body that's just risen. It's just, and he done it a number of times. And I was like, oh, wow. But you see, then I was in love. So the thing didn't hurt as much. It was when I returned the love and I came to reason that I knew how much I couldn't stand it. Like, even as I speak about it today, he owes me one. No. I owe him one. As I speak to you today, I owe him for that. I owe him. He won't get away with it. I wouldn't let him get away with it. Because you can see how they psychologically abuse you. And he did it for... And I was like, you don't apologize when you do something wrong. And he just keeps quiet. And he just swells and just keeps quiet. And I'm like, okay. So the reason it was seemingly peaceful was because I was in love, because I don't have the patience for what I was seeing. So love was the binds, the chains, I was slave. I was slave. And you see, that's the best place you can have me, because I have rage. So look, learn how to cook, pick yourself up, and when your lover violates you, you sit them down and say, you violated me, and I want you to know. And the least they owe you in hell and in heaven is, oh, I'm sorry I did that. And they repent from it. If they can't give you that, there's no telling how far they can go. there's really just no measure of how much violation, because now they know you're going to take it and keep quiet. So you can't quite measure how much violation is coming your way. But then again, you can risk it. Maybe it's not so scary. Maybe it's not as... Then again, it's Joyce speaking. Maybe you should ask your mom. She may have a better version. Because, our experiences have a way, and our personalities have a way of infusing into our interpretations. I don't have patience. I don't like BS. I don't give it. I don't take it. So if you ask me a question, I have an answer based off of that. Now, you may ask your dad, and given his temperance, he may have a better answer, or at least a different answer. So I would say don't accept it. What you can take in the afternoon, don't take it in the morning. All right, stay alive.
You're listening to Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the Sunny Side.
It's Confessions Thursday, 99.3 Nigeria info. You on the sunny side. I have about a minute before commercial break. Let's see what we can do with that. Hello, Confessions Thursday. Hello, welcome to the show. It's Confessions Thursday.
Yes,
have time.
Good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
You see, we love the way you handle the issue on this one. Just like saying we need to hear from the other person before you give your opinion. It's not going to be possible now because you can't get the other person to give their own opinion on their own side of the story. Just like the lady who called you yesterday, you spoke extensively with her. The one who said that her husband was cheating. You understand? That lady.
Hold on a second, please. I'm really trying to juggle my memory here. I'm off on a break, by the way. If you can call me back, I'll appreciate that, please. Thank you. We'll be right back, Lagos.
Who says you can't have it all with one play?
I got that defined point. You have just won yourself.
Congratulations.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Melitus. One player, don't talk to 2 players because you won 20K.
So now you won yourself 20,000 naira.
My name is Well Done.
Okay, well done. You want to tell you well done. You won yourself 20,000 naira.
With 500 naira, you can play to win big from 120,000 naira to 190,000 naira daily on Nigeria Info. Go to oneplay.ng and play with 500 naira. And in a few seconds, your ticket is in the draw. Or dial *347 *880 *3#. Win daily on Nigeria Info. 50,000 naira on Morning Crossfire. 60,000 naira on WhatsApp Lagos. 20,000 naira on Sunnyside. And 60,000 naira on Game On. So Lagos, what are you waiting for? The more you play, the better your chances of winning. Remember to dial *347 *880 *3#. Play responsibly. Not suitable for persons under the age of 18.
My darling, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, Mommy. I have everything I need. All that's missing is my favorite food to drink, Capri Sun.
Oh, what? No Capri Sun? We have to fix that right away.
Yay! And Mommy, every carton of Capri Sun now comes with a wristband ruler for school.
A wristband ruler?
Get a wristband ruler in every carton of Capri Sun as you go back to school. Terms and conditions apply.
Capri Sun. The taste of fun.
365 days of conflict. Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th killed 120. To date, Israel has killed over 14,000 children. These are not just numbers, they are lives forever changed. Join us for the first of our annual Borderlines debate, a symposium on Israel-Gaza war on Thursday on October 10th at 4 p.m. A forum where ambassadors, diplomats, and humanitarian voices will gather to debate the yesterday, today, and the way forward for Israel, Palestine, and the Middle East. Is there a pathway for peace? The Borderlines debate on October 10th at 4 p.m. This is a chance to hear from both sides. Real stories, real stakes, real solutions. Don't miss the repeat broadcast on Friday, October 11th at 4 p.m. Borderlines debate. Thursday, October 10th at 4 p.m. Only on Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Everyone is talking about the Edge Awards. It is 2 days of celebrating unparalleled excellence across borders. So make it a date with us at the Marketing Edge National Summit and Awards 2024. Virtual Summit is Friday, 27th September 2024. Time is 9 a.m. And the Edge Awards is Saturday, 28th September 2024. Venue, Balmoral Convention Center, Sheraton Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. Time is 6 p.m. The Marketing Edge Summit and Awards 2024, celebrating excellence beyond borders. Marketing Edge, promoting the brand idea.
Attention, all secondary schools, get ready to speak up, stand out, and make your voice heard. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Tournament Season 8 is here. If you have the passion, the skills, and the will to win, this is your moment. Auditions for this year's season kicks off on Monday, September 16th and run until September 30th. Don't miss this chance to compete with the brightest minds in Lagos. How to enter? Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage. Choose only one out of 3 topics listed. Argue 2 minutes in favor of and 2 minutes against the topic you chose. Upload your 4-minute recording in MP3 format. Fill in your other details and submit. This is open to secondary school students between the ages of 13 and 16. Register now and prove that you have what it takes to be an I Beg to Differ champion. I Beg to Differ Debate Season 8, the Tournament of Champions.
.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on the sunny side.
99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Okay, so Kemi has just brought something to my notice that the message from the gentleman who said that his wife always asks for money whenever he wants sex from her had earlier suggested that he was considering getting a mistress.
Yes.
So why are you going round and round in circle? You have to figure out what you want, because I can tell you off the jump a mistress isn't cheaper. So if it's the money, is your problem that you're giving your wife too much money? Or no, you're giving your wife money because she's too demanding, and as such you want to get a mistress on the flanks. What are you doing? Why are you doubling the issue? Why are you creating more of a problem? Do you want the marriage or not? So let me assume you want the marriage, and then your wife's asking for too much money, or asking for money, and then how does that make you feel? So you think she should be able to give you sex without asking for money? Good. It just takes us it narrows down the issue. Your marriage is a construct of something that earlier you noticed but ignored, either because of your benefit or what you thought was your advantage in the situation. And then you have gotten to a place where this has emerged as a symptom of something that was a problem when you were dating her, the earlier stages of your relationship with her. I mean, it must have been present, right? Okay. And then here you are, you think, well, I'll just get a mistress. So in my head, I'm thinking, are we trying to fix a problem here? Are we trying to create more problem? I don't think today a mistress is going to be cheaper than your wife. I don't think so. Worst case, you're just going to dry out more. And I really hope you have money to throw around. Like, if you really want to do this thing in the streets, there are too many. Oh, wait, what?
With a similar issue.
Similar issue? Okay, read it, please.
Okay, this person says, good afternoon, Joyce and Kemi. Back in the day, my uncle's wife always demanded for money from my uncle before he will make love to her. This is simply because my uncle was cheating a lot. He will close from office, come and pick us from his wife's shop, drop us at home, then straight to the hotels and the nightclubs. He only sleeps at home on Saturdays due to Sunday service. He's a generous man when it comes to outsiders, but when it comes to us, he keeps giving us excuses.
Okay, so I kind of said this earlier on when we brought up the issue. Now, it may be that, oh, there's a possibility you could have been cheating on your wife and she's just in the married and she's like, well, you're in the streets. Well, let me get my share off of your largesse in the street. I don't even know what the issue is, but we're either fixing the problem or we're creating more of a problem. If you want to have a mistress, I'm not asking you not to. I'm asking us to fully comprehend the problem here. And then we can logically, honestly, and with the consciousness of mind, create the problem in two. Like, we can have two problems, but I also want us to know that this is not going to be willful ignorance. If your wife asking for money, give her. Maybe that's what you've gotten yourself into, where there's no love, there's nothing else besides this transactional relationship. This is where you are. So you manage one expense rather than have two. Okay, then if you get a mistress, are you going to divorce your wife, or she's also going to be additional expense? So I think now we're just talking about money. Well, then go make money, then get yourself a mistress and stay in the streets. So you have Bill in the streets, you have Bill at home. Like, do what makes you happy. I don't even think you wanted a solution at this point. I think you just wanted me to tell you to go forth and multiply. No, go forth, sow your wild oats. Hopefully it doesn't multiply. Good luck with that. What? Confessions Thursday. You're going to read it.
Yeah.
Turn up the volume of your radio set. Welcome to Confessions Thursday.
Hello?
Do you have a confession? Welcome.
Yes, I was the one who was making the point about the lady who called you last week.
Okay, you have a minute. Go ahead.
Advised to go and get a place to do her daycare schools.
Okay.
Last week. You remember that case?
Last week. Uh-huh.
Yes, last week, yes. So my point is that if you are going to say we must hear from the other side before you give a judgment, it's not going to be possible.
Okay.
We could deduct that the man was doing that lady very, very badly, understand? So can we say we need to hear from the man before you give her that advice? You understand?
All right.
Yeah, we love the way we handle this issue. Understand? We only talk about what we know. You understand?
All right.
And
thank you.
Sometimes if you don't have enough information, you ask who is sending the message. They will give you additional information. So it doesn't make sense to say until you hear from the other side you can give advice, please.
Thank you very much for calling. Then I appreciate
so that
it.
they don't dilute the quality of this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This gentleman just hangs around for like Nigerian food. It's like he doesn't even. He's just trying to maintain state. He wants to keep it where he has it, and he's like he's my bodyguard at this point. He's just picking, nipping, snipping anybody with an opinion that may infiltrate into the show and change anything. All right, well, thank you. What's that one you wanted me to
Yeah, so as regards, that's the man highlighting the former message. As regards the above, I've been married to her for 15 years. I've tried everything to satisfy her monetarily, but she's fond of asking for one thing or the other when I want to have sex with her. Example, that's when she will ask me for a new shoe, etc.
Which confessor is this?
The one with the money wife,
mistress.
Sex, yes,
the mistress guy or the second guy?
The
mistress guy.
Yeah.
Okay, guy. This is simple in my head, but I think you're still not clear. First of all, you don't have love. First of all, so this looks like a hustle arrangement. It's just that it's a marriage. This is a hustle for her, and God alone knows what it was for you when you got into it, right? This is where you are. Get the money and pay her. You don't have love. So you can't, I think maybe right now you want one of the features of love where a person can give you their heart, give you their body because they love you and ask for nothing in return. You don't have that. You don't have it. What you have is transactional. You have a woman. Now, you may be a better man than she is a woman. Like, you may truly be kind and nice and you give her everything and she just wants more. You see how much blood do you have in you to bleed at her feet? Like, we have what, 8, 9, 10 pints of blood?
Yeah.
Good. So maybe you can you can go from 8 to 5 so that the only thing left in your body, if she takes any more blood from you, you die. Then maybe when you get there, you're like, this marriage isn't working. I probably even just need to be alone to survive. Maybe that's where you are. That's what you need to get to. But that love, you don't have it. So what you have is this. And your only options would be you give her or you give her, because at this point, if you're not going to give to her, I think she's going to want to withhold sex altogether. And then you say, well, I'm going to go get a mistress, and then she'll say, me too, I'll get a toy, I'll get a boy in the street. So both of you come home, look yourselves in the eyes like two clowns. Yeah, then you go left, she goes right. So when you're done with business, you converge at the center. I don't know what you want, but it doesn't quite look like you have much to work with. Stay alive, and I hope you survive. Confessions Thursday. It's Confessions Thursday. How are you? That volume, please. Well, don't say your name. Do you have a confession? Confessions Thursday. Welcome. Do you have a confession?
Hello?
Make it back. Confessions Thursday. Welcome to the Sunny Side Nigeria Info. 99.3 Nigeria Info. The Sunny Side is Confessions Thursday. Hopefully I can hear you. Hello, welcome to the show. It's Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession? Confessions Thursday, how are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
No, I have an advice for the young man who said his wife or his girlfriend doesn't apologize for reasons or for anything.
You have a minute. Go ahead.
Let me establish this. My advice to the young man is that he has a weak point. And in life, you have to sacrifice. That's the basic concept of the love. You have to kind of stand for her. As far as she's a woman that at times she does everything and the way you want it as a man. So I would advise you that you stand for her. When there is anything like offenses, I think as a guy, you stand for her. You can stand as an apology for her. That's part of the love which you must kind of pay as a man, because that's one of the weak points of her. Because every man or every woman has every weak point. So that's why it's good one should kind of stand for others. That's an advice for her.
Thank you very much, then I appreciate it. Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday.
Hello, good afternoon, Lady J.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
On the narcissist that will not apologize, that will not say sorry. For me, that is a red line. Honestly, because when the weakness of the young man is what is feeding her ego. It is that weakness that she has seen in him that has continued to inflate her ego. And it's only going to get worse. Narcissists don't stop. They are like people who want to continue taking because they know that whatever they throw at you, you want to take it. You swallow it. You know, it takes a lot of strength to say, I am sorry. It takes
beauty. It takes truth. It takes goodness.
Yes,
if a person doesn't have beauty, truth, goodness, what you doing with them?
Exactly. Beauty and strength. Because people think saying I'm sorry is weakness. No. It shows how beautiful and it shows that you're really a human being. Anybody who cannot admit his or her error or admit his or her mistake and say, I am sorry, one, does not love the other partner, and that person is a narcissist, and that person is going to get deadlier in future if it's not caught at the right time. So for me, it's a red line and a no-no. That guy should, like you gave a very good advice, those weaknesses she has seen in you, find how to correct those weaknesses. If you can't cook, learn how to cook. This is providing for you, get a job. Get yourself friendly established, because this narcissism is going to get worse as you continue in the relationship.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Confessions Thursday. Can you hear us? Oh, sorry, I lost you. Please make it back. Confessions Thursday on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Hold on. Do I have something there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Joyce. Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you. Thank you so much for calling. Do you have a confession?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm with you.
My issues somehow similar to what we are discussing. But in my own case, apart from my spouse not being able to apologize each time she does something wrong, but one of my major challenges is that she does not support my
least.
Yes. Each time I bring up something that can make us better, she does not support any of my vision. Hello.
I'm with you. Go ahead. So what's the issue here now?
So, because the thing is really giving me concern. In fact, in the present state where I am now, the job I do before I lost it. In fact, I stopped working because I had side problem, and the thing affected my work. Since I stopped working, the only option I have is
Wait. I'm really, hold on. I've been tolerating you the last 1 minute. Can you make some adjustments to your connection there? Because it's really fuzzy around here.
Maybe move away from your mouth. Like, don't be too close to your mouthpiece so that we can hear you clearly.
Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, let's see. Let's say something. Well, don't say your name.
Is it clear now?
Okay, we'll manage. We'll manage this one. Let's see. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I said is, since due to the present state I am now, I stopped working due to a developed side problem. I had side problem with glaucoma, so it didn't affected my work. And at this point now, I'm left with just to make use of my talent. But the state I am now, I managed to have something that I need to dispose in order to fully establish what I think is what I need to do now just to survive. But she's kicking against it. So it's really.
Do you have family?
So that has really been my challenge.
Do you have family?
Yes, I have family.
Okay. Do you understand what you're in?
Come again.
Do you understand what you're in?
Yes.
Oh, so what are you going to do about it?
Don't worry, I'm just...
Yeah, that was why I asked you if you had family. So, look, does she cater to you at this point? So she's the one providing for you? Is that what this is?
Yeah, she has been the one catering for like a year plus now.
So, basically, you're at a disadvantage, and she's the one who's catering for you. Unfortunately, she doesn't quite love you enough to be sorry when she does anything to offend you, right?
No, in terms of saying sorry, even before the problem, she had that as an attitude. No.
Well, thank you very much for calling. You're at a disadvantaged position, and there's the only way for you is either out or you stay in. I don't know that there is a way you can fix this. I can suggest something. Now, it's interesting that you say she had the attitude before you had your problem. Now, that was a good time to talk about it. That was a good time for anything that needed to change, but you didn't do anything about it. So here you are, your vision isn't its best, and she's the one catering to you. You don't quite have anything to push back with, because the reason you need something to push back with is if she decides she's not going to apologize, you can decide to leave. You see that? If she say, well, I'm not going to apologize after I'm feeding you, you'll be like, oh, sure, I'm not hungry anymore, I'm out. You see that? But she's feeding you because you can't quite feed yourself, or she's catering to you, you can't quite cater to yourself. So it seems as though you're left here at her mercy. And except you have family that's willing to stand up for you, speak up for you, you don't have much of a comeback. So try talking to her. See whether you can revive a relationship, like a true, meaningful, beautiful union between the both of you. See whether there's something you're not even doing, like even supporting her. It's possible that you have this issue, and the only reason you have this issue is also because she thinks you have been selfish, you have been uncaring, you don't love her, you don't respect her. And yeah, I mean, maybe she has some issues with the things that you're doing as well. So speak to her about what the issues are and see the best way you can fix it. Recommit yourself to both her peace and her joy. Find out if there's anything you can do to make her life a lot better today than it was yesterday, and stick to it. And I'm hoping that can be a way to get her to change towards you. And that's only off of the information that you have provided me with. Yeah, because she really has to change towards you, but you also want to hope that you're not the problem. Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession? 99.3 Nigeria Info Confessions.
Yeah, so there's a confession and reaction. Reaction.
Can I have a confession,
okay.
please?
Good afternoon. Please help me. I've done a lot of evil things in my life. I steal a lot at my place of work until I left the company, but I wasn't caught. It disturbed me so much that the most recent one is that I stole from my stepmom's contribution money, and I even tried to move on. Things are not working good for me now. I work in a good place and over 100,000, but I still beg for a time, and my hand will just be dry. I can't even save 1 naira for over 18 years. I feel that God has forgotten me, and I'm confused. Please, what do I do?
Wait, what did she say about not saving? She's earning. She's working now.
Yeah,
she can't save.
She can't save. And
honey,
she
I'm working. I can't save, so I don't. You don't have a problem with that. I can't save. I don't even have a savings. Why are you laughing? I don't have money. I can't save too. Like you can't. I can't tell you what's in my head every time I wake up and I have to be at work. I don't have savings. So if you're looking for a friend in misery, hi. Then stop stealing. That's exactly what you have to do.
Yeah.
Confessions Thursday. Welcome to Nigeria Info's Confessions Thursday.
Yes, good afternoon, Joy.
Do you have a confession?
My confession is that I'm one of your ardent listeners. And there's a caller that has not called this session for a very long time, Mrs. Ahibe. So I think it's nice you check up on her.
I should check up on her?
Yes, thank you.
Who's that? Do you know how many people call Nigeria Info? How am I supposed to know who? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would...
Nigeria Info will check up on her.
Thank you. Confessions Thursday.
Hello, Joyce.
Do you have a confession?
Yes.
Turn up the volume of your radio set.
I'm out of that place.
What's your confession?
I want to know whether I am a bad friend to my friends.
You probably are.
Joyce, don't go there. You know, there's a day I call on Confession Thursday that I said my friend's husband he said she's selfish. You remember?
No, I don't. I don't.
Okay, you don't remember. Because the husband is seeing another woman outside. So she now said the man should stop before they can have anything together. So the man has said my friend is selfish. So what now happened is that since the man don't want to stop, and I advise my friend to, since they get all their property together, that he should take away all the property, the paper of all those, all the documents of the property they have together. So the man now is not grumbling up and down. So he wants to even, he called me to come and settle the case. I said, no, until you stop that ants that you are sleeping with outside before there can be a settlement. If not, nothing. So that is what I want to know, whether am I a bad friend to advise her to do that.
Can I buy you a bottle of beer? Do you drink beer?
For me, let me take. Thank you.
It's Confessions Thursday. Welcome to Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday.
Hello. Yeah, this is Chido calling from Lekki 1.
You have a minute.
Yeah, it's pertaining to that guy who just called at that man who called out the lady is cheating on her. That really don't want to apologize to him. Yeah, you see, the problem is that many men are facing the same challenge because women easily make money more than men because, I mean, that shoe before, and that shoe is a very bad shoe. I would advise every man who is in that shoe to kick out from that place because it's a deep ocean that is not good to go.
So you think it's a woman problem?
Yes, it's a woman. No, not a woman. You see, naturally, I would like to put this word in. financial assistance for man, it's not easy. It's not easy for a man.
Yeah, but that attitude is not just women alone.
I'm sorry, madam. Just hold on. It's easy for a woman to make money faster than man. That is why many women quickly feed men, mostly in Nigeria. That man should not advise you to just leave that relationship. Let that woman go because
So here is what you've done. You're conflating your story with his. Your story is not his story. Left to him, he's happy. She caters to him. She's a good girl. She breastfeeds him. He's fine. The only issue is she doesn't apologize. That's not your story. So don't conflate it.
I don't conflate it. I just like similar with my own because I'm in that shoe before. I understand.
So you want all men to dump their wives who don't apologize?
No. I want all men to stop allowing women to feed them.
All right.
If women to feed you don't have any right in that apartment at all anymore.
All right.
You don't have right. That's just it.
Worthy of note. Thank you. All right. A few seconds away from a commercial break. Hold on a second. Do you have a confession? Skype caller, you have 30 seconds.
It's planned for that. That's why we plan
Skype, don't worry. Merry Christmas to you. We're off on a break, Lagos. We'll be right back. It's 99.3 Way Nigeria Info. On Confessions Thursday, we open the cupboards to secrets.
Is that a skeleton I see?
Child, bite your tongue. Well, they say good walls make good neighbors.
Wait, you mean gist, right?
Confessions Thursday with Joyce on Nigeria Info.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
My darling, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, Mommy. I have everything I need. All that's missing is my favorite food to drink, Capri Sun.
Oh, what? No Capri Sun. We have to fix that right away.
Yay! And Mommy, every carton of Capri Sun now comes with a wristband ruler for school.
A wristband ruler?
Get a wristband ruler in every carton of Capri Sun as you go back to school. Terms and conditions apply.
Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
Get ready to celebrate excellence across borders at the Marketing Edge National Summit and Awards 2024. We are engaging with stakeholders in the industry and honoring those who have achieved outstanding feats in the integrated marketing communications sector. Virtual Summit is Friday, 27th September 2024. Time is 9 a.m. and the Edge Award is Saturday, 20th September 2024. Venue, Balmoral Convention Center, Sheraton Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. Time is 6 p.m. The Marketing Edge Summit and Awards 2024. Celebrating excellence beyond borders. Marketing Edge. Promoting the brand idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the party you've been waiting for. The Life's a Beach Party. A beach party like you've never experienced. Featuring amazing music performances by King Maddie.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? My name is King Maddie.
Magix.
Hey guys, it's your boy Magix.
Tapes. Also featuring top Nigerian creators, including Ama, Miss Dams, Pella. Come experience Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, and water sports. Your host is Tacha.
Your girl Tacha is right here.
Life's a Beach Party will take place September 21, 2024. Time is 5 p.m. Voda Beach Club, Legoshi, Lekki, Lagos. Register for free at www.teasersparty.com. Life's a Beach, proudly brought to you by Teaser Sparkling Drink. 18 plus, drink responsibly. Life's a Bitch, live it up.
He is a proud patriot of the Edo Nation, spreading humor across the globe. And now, he's bringing loads of laughter from Edo to Eko as Davic Empire presents Edo in Eko with MC Edo Piquet, the step from Lynch City. Comedy by Akbaroro, Acapella, Kaboko Master, MC Casino, Sarki Daria, MC Monica, Abaria.com, Action, Madiba, Young Chief, MOP, The Saint, MC Yanis, and many more. Music by Influence Akaba and Wonderco. Date is Sunday, 29th September. Venue, Eco Hotels, VI Lagos. Time 7 p.m. Tickets regular 5K, VIP 25K. Gold table 1.5 million naira and premium table 2.5 million naira. Get your tickets online at ariatickets.com. For inquiries and table reservations, please call 0818-856-1636. Door in Echo is sponsored by AY Homes, Great IB Exchange, Legend Twist, Ace Root, Golda, Goldbed Black, Fayruz, and Landsmith Construction. Packaged by Landry Mako Events and branded by Star Station. Media partner, Cool Wazobia Info.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We are back.
We're back on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
It's Confessions Thursday, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We have not enough time, but we'll try to go through this message real quick. Give me the gist of it, Kemi.
Okay. So this person is a married man with 3 beautiful children. He met his wife 2010. And the problem is that she came from a broken home. The father remarried and has children, but now the mother-in-law is living with them. So his wife happens to be the first daughter, and now she's pregnant. He wanted to do the needful by going to the father to pay the bride price, but the man is never available. He's in the force, and because of that, he made many calls and visitations, and finally the father opened up to him that he had issues with the mother-in-law, and she said he will not be alive to eat anything from the daughter, including her bride price. So the man has refused to collect anything from him, and his wife has now given him 3 beautiful children, and he wants to legalize this marriage because he's traveling out of the country next year. His mother-in-law has been living with them for the past 3 years, and he doesn't have any problem with her staying because she's a nice person. But his issue is to convince the father to now allow him come and pay the wife's bride price.
It's not necessary to convince him if he has told you that I have sworn to my death that I would not take
Actually, it was the wife that did that, not him.
Oh, pardon me, I'm lost.
So the mother-in-law was the one that made that statement and said that the father has no right to come to her children to collect anything. He's not entitled to anything.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because he remarried and has children.
But has he met her father?
Yeah, he's gone to her father.
And what did the father say?
The father said because of what the mother has said concerning her children, he really doesn't have a right and he doesn't want to trespass.
Yeah, well, then leave him with a gift and pay the mom off and marry your wife and go on. Like, these people can become your problem, and don't let them become your problem. You have a woman, you love her, you're at peace with her. These other guys whom the devil is trying to use, kiss them to hell. It's 2 p.m.
It's 2 o'clock. The headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.